Guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are here with a video finding out the parents discovered their daughter is a mass killer. Let's get into it. Please like and subscribe, this will be very crazy. What do you?
Babe, what did I tell you? Nothing. Okay, she was white in here.
This is Natalie and John Shirella, the parents of Mackenzie Shirella. Just hours earlier, they were informed their daughter was involved in a devastating car accident and that she was transported by helicopter to the nearest hospital. However, what they're about to hear from this officer would change the course of their and Mackenzie's life forever.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Progress home, get a car to a building. Two are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving. Who died?
Mackenzie's boyfriend, Dom Russo, as well as their friend Davion, were pronounced dead after the crash, making Mackenzie the suspect of a potential double murder. However, police had their doubts. Most assumed that this was simply the result of an innocent mistake on Mackenzie's behalf. But as the investigation would progress, dark and disturbing secrets would reveal this was clearly much more than just an accident.
Dom, if you do not open it, you think I'm joking.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. You're gonna come open this door right now where there's gonna be a serious problem.
17-year-old Mackenzie Shirella, her 20-year-old boyfriend Dominic, and their friend Davion are on their way to a high school party. With Mackenzie's 18th birthday in just 2 days, the group has decided to go out and celebrate. But what seems like a normal night out will in a few hours turn into one of Ohio's most disturbing mysteries.
Of course it's in Ohio, bro. Ohio? Arrest all citizens. It's worse than Florida. I don't even live in America. What I've been hearing from the news is worse than Florida.
At around 2 a.m., Mackenzie and Dominic are seen smoking at the party. And at one point, Mackenzie reportedly offers the host of the party psychedelic mushrooms. This was unlike Mackenzie.
Wait, there's mushrooms that make you psychotic? Oh, that's actually sick. Wait, no, not sick, because it kind of caused...
Friends had never seen her use the substance before, let alone pass them around. At 3:30 a.m., the group leaves the party and drives to another friend's place across town. There, they hang out for a little over an hour watching South Park. By 5 a.m., Mackenzie decided it was time to go home. Strangely, she asked to drive instead of Dominic. This was unusual, but Dominic agreed. Additionally, when Davion asked for a ride, Mackenzie refused to let him in the car. After an argument, Dominic convinced her to take Davion home. All three of them would get in the car, sealing their own fate. At the intersection between Pearl and Progress Drive, CCTV spots the car making a turn off course from Davion's house. Instead of driving along Pearl Drive, the car turns onto Progress Drive, a road that ends abruptly with a brick wall. CCTV would spot the car rapidly start accelerating, going from a calm 30 to over 90 miles per hour. In the very last seconds, an intense turn would take place, leading the car to narrowly avoid slamming into a tree, but it would be too late, and the car would speed into the brick wall.
Oh, no, that looks like an accident on camera. That's why she... No, I'm gonna just let this video...
The crashed car would remain undiscovered for 45 minutes, until 6:15 a.m. when a passerby on a motorcycle would discover the destroyed vehicle. About 10 minutes later, law enforcement would arrive, and through their body cams, we can witness the horrific discovery they would make.
They were in there! How long was it? Because it's daytime now. Or was it just in black and white?
No one's breathing. Fuck the window up.
There's no way. Yeah, that's...
let's cut this thing out. I don't feel anything. I don't feel pulse. Her stomach's cold. Oh yeah. We got 2 there, yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. This is the worst I've ever seen. How old is Dominic Caruso? 17? 19? Rest in peace, buddy.
Inside the car, officers...
It's not funny. They didn't even check this. Is yeah, you're dead, buddy. See ya. They literally, all they said was, are you breathing? Nah, we ain't saving you. You're dead, buddy. R.I.P. Like, what? You could have just at least waited till he got to the hospital. Wait, you can tell that if they're dead already. That's actually insane.
quickly confirmed 2 victims as deceased. 20-year-old Dominic in the front passenger seat.
Okay, LeBron, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Wake up! Continue.
And 19-year-old Davion in the back. But one person has survived. The driver, Mackenzie Shirella. As medics and firefighters rush to tend to the victims, investigators begin trying to understand how such a devastating crash could have happened. That's when they start uncovering alarming details.
It looks like they went off the road up there. But I mean, they were hitting the building that hard. I just can't believe all the people that work up here, that are up here all night long, no one heard.
Oh, that's
yeah, well.
If they're the fact.
It's
clinging in that. Meh. Yeah, I was about to say, wait, did you hear?
Once they get her out, I'll go over to this building, because I think there's a camera on the front of that building. I don't know if it's working, but I can always ask.
As authorities work to save Mackenzie, the man who initially called 911 to report the incident arrives on the scene to give his side of the story.
Actually, you must call someone in. Yeah. So, that's a bummer. I didn't want to get stuck on my name. I don't know what's going on. Right, no, I appreciate you giving us a call. Absolutely appreciate it. They fucking were hitting it, man. Yeah. I mean, obviously. Because I saw that front end. They definitely hit it hard. So. Destroyed. Right. Alright, well, what a way to start your Sunday. I guess better than theirs. Right.
That's what you call white man humor. Call me racist. But it's just, he just said, what a way to start your Sunday, bud. 2 people just died. That's that suburb. Actually, I won't even say white. That's just that suburb humor. The suburbs humor. That's the humor they say in the suburbs.
I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Officers would file the crash as an accident, stating that the driver appeared to have attempted to steer off course, but was unable to regain control. Mackenzie was diagnosed with a condition known as POTS, which can cause dizziness and fainting, something officers believed may have contributed to the crash. The presumption was that a combination of Mackenzie's medical condition and drug use had likely led to the tragic crash. However, one detail worried officers. There were no signs of braking anywhere, and officers would soon begin to discover why.
I personally been told that she did voodoo on him.
What? Is this West Africa? I just drooled. Voodoo? Yo! All things you could have begged. Wait, yeah, they were wait, who?
She was scared that she was gonna make it.
Dominic, you could have just said please. You could have got a new man. But you chose to use voodoo. You was like, yeah, drive it is all control. Bro.
Crash, the day before the actual crash.
So I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
As police continue gathering evidence from the crash site, one officer heads to the hospital to speak with Mackenzie's parents. At this point, all they know is that their daughter was in a serious accident.
Oh, God. Dave, what did they tell you? Nothing. Okay. She was life flighted here.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Progress now, Amita. Car into a building.
Two are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Who died?
I don't know whether, but there's one that we don't know. His name's Jacob. Does anyone know Jacob?
Dom?
No, stop. Let him talk.
Guys, I know, we can deal with this. Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to her, okay? Your daughter's alive, okay? Your daughter's alive. She was driving, okay?
Who's that? Jacob and who?
I think, what's the name you said?
Dom?
Might be.
Oh my God.
Stop.
What's his relation to you? Okay, yeah, then Dom was in the car.
Are you kidding?
It's right now, it's an ongoing investigation. Speed is definitely a factor. So are drugs.
Dom is dead? Dom is dead? Is that what you're saying? Look at me.
It's not even their child as well. It's not his child. And she still cares. They probably thought they was going to get married together. Like, they were going to be at the marriage, have grandchildren, and look at this. Dom's dead, Davion's dead, and so is she. Well, she's not dead, but she will be once he gets to prison, but wow.
Is Dom dead?
Let me say anything right now, man. This is a serious situation.
She's shocked. She's in the dark.
Maybe it's a different Dom. It could be a different Dom.
Maybe it could be a different Dom.
No, I will. We're gonna keep it that way for. Okay, she's getting worked on now. Okay. Full transparency here. There's drugs in the car. She had a bag of mushrooms on her and a scale. Full transparency, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ripping the band-aid. Drugs in the car.
Awake, but not awake, so she's like that.
In and out of consciousness. Get it fully extracted from the vehicle. IFD. I know she has a severe leg injury. But like I said, she was speaking, and she had her seatbelt on.
Mackenzie was the only one in the car wearing a seatbelt, which was why she was the sole survivor. If her intention had been suicide, it's unlikely she would have taken that precaution. This detail would later become important to the investigation.
Yeah, that would probably save her life. 100% save her life.
She had a seatbelt on.
I don't believe the other story.
Mackenzie's parents would take the news relatively well, relieved their daughter had survived. But officers now faced a much harder task, telling Dominic's parents. Remember, at this point, they didn't even know their son had been in an accident, let alone that he had passed away.
Hi, Christine. Hey, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah. There was an incident. We believe Dominic may be involved.
What?
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh, God!
Yeah.
The way... No! The way she jumped up! Nah, that just made me feel bad. Oh... That's just sad. This is a psychotic, crazy episode right now. A psychotic episode, because this is just crazy. And I don't blame her. If I lost a son, someone I was gonna grow up with, I would be really, yeah. Respect to all the mothers who has lost their son, by the way. It's really painful to see. All to hear.
So, no, we don't. Right now, what we do know 100% is somebody called it in, somebody passing by at around 6:15, 6:30.
Oh, the car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah, so what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road. They went, yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right on Alameda, right where Progress ends, that's dead ends right there. They hit that building. They hit the sign out front and then they hit the building. We don't know that. We don't know that.
So 2 kids are dead, my son's dead, another kid's dead, and the girl's in the hospital?
She's in surgery right now.
Oh my God, Chris.
I mean, a family member or a friend or anybody that you might want us to call on your behalf.
No. This is a fucking nightmare. Okay, somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15
I went off.
6:30, yeah.
I was just shocked.
Came upon it, passing it by.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He needs that song. I don't expose me
This is
because
fucking brutal. She was in her car?
It was in Mackenzie's car, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What is this? No way. No, what? No way it went from.
This is fucking brutal.
No way. How fast are they going? No way they
It
went
was in
from this
Mackenzie's car, yeah.
to this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is she thinking you guys don't know?
And he still cares. Watch how they found out that she planned all of this.
Right now we don't know. She's in surgery right now, so we don't
And he
know.
still cares about her.
So,
3 weeks would pass, time that Mackenzie would spend in the hospital recovering. Her condition would improve significantly, eventually allowing her to leave and return to her normal life. The community mourned the tragic loss of Dominic and Davion, and expressed sympathy for Mackenzie, who had just gone through the trauma of losing both her boyfriend and a close friend. But soon, strange things about Mackenzie would start to surface.
The hell?
In the weeks that followed, it
She just
seems
pushed
Mackenzie
him
thought
like-
everyone
wanted
concluded
to
the
be
crash
so
as a
That's how you
tragic
get paid
accident
in jail.
and nothing further. Mackenzie would never attend Dominic or Davion's
You kill them and no, you won't attend.
funerals. On social media, she would brag about her drug use, claim
I'm just one of those girls that could do drugs and not die. Do you know what happens when you do a lot of drugs? You go to jail.
she could
You get life in prison with the ladies that bump you out. Don't drop the soap. That's all I'm saying. Don't drop the
quote,
soap.
do more drugs than anyone and still live. And then, on October 31st, 2022, Mackenzie would go to her first party since the crash, and her costume for the night would be a detailed corpse.
Now that's just disrespect. That's crazy disrespect. I'm not taking that. I'm coming back from the dead, hitting her with the same fate, and then going back, sending us both to hell, and still vile. Because that's just evil. That had to be on purpose.
With fake blood
No one can defend
smeared
that.
across her
No
mouth.
one.
And
Never.
Mackenzie's parents even went public to defend her
I just said no one. Oh my days, these parents are.
outfit, saying she, quote, deserved to have some fun.
I know fun. Fun is playing video game, going to parties dressed in a normal costume, playing with friends. That's not fun. That's just disrespect. Real talk.
After the accident, there also appeared to be a mysterious source of income. Mackenzie was spending thousands of undocumented dollars on designer clothing, and she wasn't hiding it either, openly bragging about it online. But lucky for Mackenzie, this strange behavior still wasn't enough for police to launch a full investigation. However, that would all change when Dominic's family came to the police with a video taken from Dominic's phone. A clip recorded just 10 days before the crash, one that would change everything. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about the best earbuds I've ever used. If you're like me, then you love listening to true crime podcasts. Maybe at work.
Like I said, you're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
This was a short snippet from a 15-minute video where Mackenzie clearly and continuously threatens Dominic. But this wasn't all. Dominic's family would show even more disturbing material, including text messages confirming she had threatened to kill Dominic. This was enough for officers to reopen the case, now investigating it as a planned double homicide.
At this point, this is a homicide investigation, and so we are trying to show that she intentionally drove the car to the wall.
No way, Captain.
Shortly after the investigation began, police would begin interviewing several of Mackenzie Chirella's friends, family members, and individuals from the community. This would prove to be very insightful.
You deserve it.
Officers would first bring Tyler, Mackenzie's former boyfriend, in. Unfortunately, his accounts would only serve
Wait,
to
did they do voodoo on him? Or Dominic? Because I heard it in the intro.
deepen their concerns.
understand you're not under arrest.
Yeah.
You walk out anytime you want. We have approximately 10 questions that we wanted to ask you. How long were you guys in a relationship?
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first. I ended up dating her for a little bit, like probably over the summer. I was only dating her for probably like a month and a half or like 2 months. And then me and Dom, she was cheating on us basically, but it wasn't like anything official, so it wasn't a hard feeling. Like whatever happened, I just kind of was like, after me and Dom found out about that, we had no problems with each other or nothing, but they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off, because we were all still in the friend group and stuff, so, and then we kind of just like stopped being intimate, you know what I'm saying, we were just friends.
So, describe the relationship. What was she like as your girl?
Like, we have much different relationship-wise because we didn't have a lot, but like friend-wise, like she's crazy, like
she's like mentally just not all there?
Yeah, like, I don't think she's just mentally all there. Like, I personally feel like she's trying to get stuff into that crash and she failed. So.
Why did Dom put up with this? Do you know?
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him. She has told people that she put a spell on him too, that he couldn't break up with her, and that she had like spread out pieces of his hair, and that she had a doll in her room for Dom, and that she literally put a spell on him. But she would tell everyone. It's like she truly believes in that kind of stuff. And she also uses the pendulum, I know, to try to get into it. She tries to use it now to talk to Dom.
Do you think Mackenzie had it in her to drive a car into the wall? I mean, if you guys speculate that she did it on purpose, do you think she had it in her?
I feel like if she thinks that she can just drive a car into the wall and deal with me, you know, like I feel like the only reason she survived is because of how small she is. Like, I feel like she got insanely lucky, but at the same time, not lucky to survive that because like she killed 2 people. That was what she was trying to do. But it's like, I kind of feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
By now, a far darker picture of Mackenzie's actions was beginning to take place. This is when 2 friends who had attended the party would come forward to police, claiming they had evidence that, in their view, proved the crash was no accident at all.
So this is when they were going down Progress Drive, and then you know how there was like tire tracks before it, like on that side grass. So that's the sign.
That's when it hits the sign.
And then that's where she curved exactly right on.
Gotcha.
Missed those 2 rocks and went.
Oh no, that's definitely on purpose. If you miss those rocks, try go here. Run. Oh yeah, that's on purpose.
Right.
It doesn't get any closer than that without the bell ringing as we look at this series of strikes, back fists, kicks, all from Asuka nearly turning out the lights of big-time Becky Lynch. Landing one of those is difficult. We saw 3 in a row. And that's the striking we mentioned during the entrance of the...
Oh, she was pulled.
Into the side of it. She went right into that wall. Right. No, so you can see like the hard braking was right at the wall, and then her high speed
After the hard braking.
was, 90 miles per hour.
It looks like the person in the front seat tried to turn the wheel because of the fact they were going to push it into a wall.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say she heart broke once. It was 90 miles per hour down that whole road. And I also think because of Kenzie's and Dom.
Is this woman in Fast and Furious? This one was like, wee, parallel. Yo, you can't drive, dude. Wait, was she? Oh,
Onyx
she's
history
still 17, I think.
that they were fighting. I think Davion went on his phone to distract himself from the fighting. Although they were on drugs, they can also still be fighting with being on drugs.
You know what I've just realized? I think Davion was probably asked to be there so he could like help the relationship. He just wanted to third wheel, just help him out, be nice to teach him to be nice. Next thing he knows, he's in heaven with Dominic, while Mackenzie's in hell down below smirking. But now he's burning in hell. Wait, no, she's not dead. Where she's in prison.
The statements were deeply concerning. Investigators still didn't have enough concrete evidence to determine Mackenzie's intent. Without a documented pattern of behavior, it was
Didn't she have the live 360 showing that she went Fast and Furious down the whole world?
accident.
no drug. It wasn't no drugs needed. She put mushrooms in that guy. She was psychotic. She didn't even need the mushrooms. That's how psychotic she is. She's just crazy.
But that changed during an interview with Dominic's brother, who provided detectives with crucial information about Dominic and Mackenzie's turbulent relationship. The following video includes talk of self-harm. Viewer discretion is advised.
She mentioned that anytime Dom would kind of like wake up with her, she'd kind of go crazy. Describe crazy. What kind of crazy?
Like, there is times where she called Dom and said, if you break up with me, I'm going to word for word.
Just know you should never kill yourself. In this situation, you don't do it either. There is some times where you go to therapy, fix up, and then turn normal. Use your decisions. Use the right decisions. Go to therapy, fix up your life, and then come back. Like, that's what you needed to do. But no, yourself wanted to go fast and furious to a wall, turned them into Paul Walker. In the action and in real life. R.I.P. Paul Walker. And R.I.P. them too. R.I.P. Dominic and Davion.
There was an instance literally a couple days before the crash that she was hitting him on the highway while driving. He had to pull his car over on the side of the highway. Not in a very safe parking spot either. Have somebody else come, pick them up and drive the car home because he was scared that she was going to crash. And that was just prior to the day before the actual crash.
Apparently, just days before the crash, Mackenzie had threatened Dominic's life, saying she would crash the car they were in. Dominic's brother continued the interview by giving officers a compelling motive for why the crash may have been intentional.
If you're going 94 miles an hour, you don't have a very fast car to begin with, you were stomping that gas pedal the whole entire time. There's no brake marks on the street at all. Even before the hit, you would think that some type of instinct would kick in and slam on the brakes. But to my knowledge,
I think if they did slam on the brakes, they would have been. If she turned normal just for just a second, slammed on the brakes, I think they would have. I think they still would have crashed in that wall, but I think there would have been less impact, and both of them would have lived. And she would have just got 20 years in jail for attempted murder.
I know. And off my assumptions, Dom tried to break up with her multiple times, even in July. They kept not like working out, whatever. They kept making back up. Mackenzie's known to be the kind of person that she's let us know she will never let go of Dom. If she has to let go of Dom, she will not go on living herself. She's pretty much let that be known.
Mackenzie's actions after the crash were also of concern to police. On August 6th, only a week after the incident, police would be called to Mackenzie's house by her father. There, he would make concerning statements. While there is no footage of the incident, the officer that was called out would retell the strange incident in an interview.
Sergeant, I want to ask you first about August 6th, if you recall. That's the day you guys were dispatched to Mackenzie Shirilla room. Can you tell me about that day?
So we were dispatched up to the river for a disturbance. Once we arrived upon the room, she was upset with her dad. We asked the dad to step out. Like, we're trying to calm him down, and he's like, you know, you guys probably know who I am. At one point in the conversation, he's like, I feel like my daughter needs a psych evaluation. And he's like, you know, because like, you know, she's not, you know, thinking clearly and word for word what he said. Like, I don't recall every word that he said. He was pretty hysterical. He was pretty upset. She was upset with her dad because like she wanted the lady to go to the funerals.
During this interaction, it became clear that Mackenzie was deeply upset with her father. Despite creating a shrine for Dominic, regularly posting on his Facebook memorial page, and wearing his clothes, her father hadn't allowed her to attend Dominic's funeral.
She wanted to do it, and then... Oh, actually, no, she could have just went.
Appeared that Mackenzie was truly mourning his death, but
yeah, it's funny how you're mourning it when you weren't stomping on that gas like you was thinking you woke up in a new Bugatti. Like, damn, this woman thought this was an internet thread. That's how fast she was stomping that.
Around this time, police managed to gain access to her phone. What they uncovered didn't just explain her mysterious source of income, it also hinted at something far more disturbing. After decrypting Mackenzie's phone, investigators discovered several photos of her posing with large sums of cash, despite having no documented job or known source of legitimate income. They also found fake IDs, seemingly intended to help her pass as an adult. But most concerning was a Snapchat conversation dated July 22nd, 2022, in which Mackenzie quoted $1,000 for pictures and $2,500 for an in-person meeting to do, quote, anything you want. Taken together, the materials painted a deeply troubling picture. On top of this, her phone revealed numerous examples of reckless driving. Videos showed her speeding, smoking marijuana behind the wheel, recording Snapchats while distracted, crashing during a practice run and laughing about it, letting go of the steering wheel, and even bragging about driving recklessly. But in November, detectives would discover evidence far beyond any reasonable doubt. After analyzing Mackenzie's phone location data, investigators were able to retrace her movements in the days leading up to the crash. That's when they made a dark discovery. Just days before the incident, Mackenzie had driven down the exact same road 7 times, heading straight towards the same brick wall. She had practiced the route. Officers believed
She's practiced the crash. Like it was Lionel Messi on a free kick. Okay, so we're going to cross through here. Swerve it up. Let's practice swerving and making sure we stop on that gas. Who was your coach? Yeah, if she was getting coached, arrest all of her friends. Arrest the coach. No, because that's just evil. You practice to kill.
Had gathered enough evidence to prove Mackenzie had planned the murders. On November 4th, 2022, more than 3 months after the incident, officers were dispatched to arrest 18-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla.
Where is she? Back there, pal. Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Hazu. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder times 2. Okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet?
You got it. You got it.
Oh, so now you're sorry. Now you wouldn't care about the bracelet. I think the bracelet's about him. Yeah. But now you want to care about him like you weren't going crazy, going fast and furious on the highway. Like, get her out the road, bro. Actually, get her out of her. She should have got the death sentence, bro. I want to see how much they give. It better be 25 to life. 25 to life. If it's even anything below 25 to life.
Reporting. Mounted. Wi-Fi connected.
Wrong server reset your joke. Now you want to cry. Now she's faking it. Wait, no, she can't.
The black net.
You never.
Okay, Mackenzie, I'm gonna take your handcuffs off. I need like all the jewelry and everything to come off, okay?
I can't wear any of it.
No, I need you to take it off while you're in jail right now.
Mackenzie's parents would soon find out about her arrest and immediately drive to the police station and desperately confront the police. But it would all be too late.
I need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the Lord. How you guys did this on the weekend is just, well, you all you do is go, hey, there's a warrant for, we would have brought her right down here with no. Unbelievable. She's 18 on the warrant position.
She's 18. Yeah, they could arrest her.
Wait, but there's one call, couldn't you? You put your creeper out in front of my daughter watching. She can't take any, she's an adult, she can't take any phone calls right now. Okay, well, I still need to speak to my daughter, so she understands further, not saying anything to you guys. Maybe we'll see if he had to roll out the phone and ask to pick up an 18-year-old girl to get her walk out of a hospital.
That's her fault. She wanted to go fast and furious. She wanted to act like Paul Walker. She wanted to act like that. That's not their fault.
We follow the law. That's what we're doing today. Am I going to be allowed to have a conversation with her? Can I talk to her? Why didn't she get a phone call? If you arrested her, why didn't she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her as soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call. She will be able to make a phone call.
She's a lawyer. She doesn't know.
She is 18 years old.
Yeah.
She can speak that.
Yeah, she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned.
Yeah, she's 18. Yeah, but she's a dumb 18-year-old. She's a dumb. Yeah, she's dumb, alright, because she wanted to go. How much times have I said Fast and Furious? She wants to go Fast and Furious on the road, swerve like his name is Swerve Isaiah Scott, and hit the wall, killing 2 people. That's her fault. She's dumb, but she's still 18, so we're still arresting her. Arrest her. Send her to jail. Send her to the ladies' jail.
Well,
And you say you're gonna take advantage of it. She's not
She is. Advantage. She's 18.
allowed to speak to you guys. I'm telling you that.
Her attorney can call us.
Don't ask her any questions.
Her parents don't want Mackenzie to talk and demand a lawyer was present. Mackenzie is going to need that lawyer, as she's going to have to face the consequences of her actions in a court of law.
Hell yeah.
She's tried as an adult and decides not to be tried by jury,
yeah, 'cause she's
leaving
18.
her fate to a judge. Despite the defense's claims that she lost consciousness, the evidence against her proves this claim was
Lost
a lie,
consciousness.
and the
No,
prosecution
you just didn't have
believes
a
she
brain in that
crashed the
moment.
car as
You
an
wanted to
easy
kill
way
someone.
out of the
You wanted to kill
relationship.
someone. There's no
The
evidence.
judge
There's
agreed,
no,
and on August 14th,
You felt like putting
2023,
someone on your
Mackenzie's
body.
fate was
And
finally
I'm not talking
sealed.
about body count. Yeah, actually, I am talking about body count. You didn't want to spray him down like King Kong. You wanted to swerve around like crazy.
It's chilling and tragic.
Yeah.
As you review that exhibit, you know that you are watching the oncoming deaths of 2 people. And there's nothing that will stop it. Exhibit 802 crystallizes the deadly decision-making of the defendant. She morphs from a responsible driver to literal hell on wheels as she makes her way down the street. The mission was death. Mackenzie alone decided to push the pedal to
She's getting the death penalty for sure.
floor, demanding the ultimate speed of that vehicle to 90 to 100 miles per hour.
Damn!
Mackenzie decided death was the
I didn't know
ultimate
Audis went that far.
and she alone made that decision for Dominic and Davion.
Oh yeah, I
and she
forgot
continuously
Davion.
acted in a manner to achieve her purpose. In the early morning hours of July 31st, 2022,
This is recent.
her purpose was to kill Dominic Russo and Davion. Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate, intentional, and purposeful. This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
On August 14th, Mackenzie was found guilty on 4 counts of murder.
Yeah, look at these. 4 murder times 4? Who else did she kill? 4 people. The delicious mushrooms. They could have killed someone.
4 counts of felonious assault, 2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, 1 count of drug possession, and 1 count of possessing criminal tools. She's facing 15.
Oh my God!
What? Did someone go away with this? Who was her lawyer? Saul Goodman? That lawyer be like,
I need the Max win.
no, this is evil.
Years to life, and is currently being held in the Ohio Reformatory for Women.
I
The first
understand that, but
opportunity
it
for
should have been
parole
25.
will come in October of
If she gets out.
2037.
No, Dr. Insanity, you did not have to do that, bro. You did not have to do that. That's just evil. No, that's just evil. But guys, if you like this video, please subscribe. We're out here every day. Peace out. Yeet out.